Hey, this is Brian Jones from Valhalla Academy in Frankfort, Kentucky, and I'm here in Camden, Tennessee with CEO of Tactical Response, James Yeager. MFCEO of Tactical Response, James Yeager. I'm down here taking, Tactical Response is hosting Performance Edge's full contact gunfighting class, so I'm down here and I just want to get a quick interview in. So we've been doing a lot of hand-to-hand combat, you know, punching and kicking and throwing and
sweeping the leg.
So I just want to get his thoughts on how he sees this in. So how do you see this playing a role? Do you think there's a deficit in the terms of hand-to-hand combat with the gun guys in right now?
Well, first off, it is my opinion. I'm not a purist of martial arts in the sense that you are, but I believe that firearms are the only true 100% American martial art. I believe it's an art that we have come as close to perfecting as the samurai with the sword. Now, having said that, most gun guys are the exact antithesis of a lot of martial arts guys I met. I know a lot of martial arts guys that think that carrying a gun is somehow like the coward's way out, or no, I can fight better than that. And the other side of it, the gun guy, why would I learn hand-to-hand stuff? I got a fucking gun. And so it's this weird. I'm not everybody, of course, but
right.
Because you are obviously an exception, and Aaron, and you know, but there is this. There seems to be this impasse, and but it is all connected. Every bit of it is connected at its microscopic level. It's a fight, you know, and I say this all the time. The root word to gunfight is not gun; it is fight. And I've been remiss, you know. I've even talked to Aaron about this over the last few years. There's really nowhere around here for me to actually go and get formal training. I'm a brawler, you know, but I have no classical training in the fights and stuff like that. And I wish I had an opportunity for that. But I know I've talked for a long time, and you asked a simple question. But
no, it's perfect. I want to get your thoughts on it.
But they're absolutely intertwined. And here's what's funny about gun guys. Like a lot, not all, but a lot of guys that go and train, it's like show and tell. Look at my new Whackmaster 5000 and the widgets that I've bolted to it. And even a knife class, look at the new knife I bought, blah, blah, blah. And then hand-to-hand class, there's less of them. So like gun guys with a gun class, there's a bunch. And a knife class, there's a whole lot less. And a hand-to-hand class, there's crickets.
There's not much you can show off,
right,
other than your skill,
right, exactly. So
yeah.
they can't buy that new thing, so they're not coming to the class. And this class has got a good attendance, but man, we should have had 100 people banging to get in because we've never had this class here before. Where are all my gun guys?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think there's definitely a disconnect. I think a lot of people's eyes are getting open today.
Some swelled shut.
And so, exactly, there were a few face punches, but everybody's still friends. Nobody got hurt.
Nothing like that.
Bumps and bruises are not injuries. So yeah, basically I wanted to get that. And where do you see? And this is kind of a different topic, but the fitness level, people don't realize how intense the actual fight is when it goes hand to hand, and people get tired extremely quickly.
Well, like. People, some, especially my folks, have seen my physical transformation the last 5.5, 6 years now, and I'm still not in good enough shape. You know, I still lack a lot of the flexibility, the endurance and stuff like that I really need to actually be an effective fighter, and I'm in a lot better shape than a lot of gun guys. And so what I would tell everybody is, martial artists in the traditional sense or in the firearm sense, is you don't have enough. You don't have enough strength. You don't have enough gas, air. You don't have enough. Like whatever you think, and whatever you got, you need more of.
Exactly. You got to keep training. Well, let's just wrap this up in a quick interview. I really appreciate it. Thanks for having me down here. It's Brian Jones from Valhalla Academy in Frankfort, Kentucky. James Yeager from Tactical Response. If you want gun training, this is the place to go. So see you guys next time.